Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video, another Goji reviews, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Megatronus, or as he's known as, The Fallen. Now, The Fallen, this is not the Michael Bay movie version, this is the IDW Comics version. You can tell by all that. The flame motif, the oven, the furnace-like look. This is also not the Transformers 1, where he's more regal looking. There he is next to Star Convoy. I forget his name. That might be Liege Maximo. I could be wrong. I could be very much wrong. Let's move the tank mode out of the way. But here's the back of the box. Like so. Got his trident staff weapon. You got his machete. You can combine them together. You got his Requiem blaster. There he is in tank mode. There he is using the Requiem blaster. Here's the other side with a really nice artwork. Age of the Primes. And 38 steps. Big box. I'm not going to toss it. Let's take a look at his tank mode. As you can see, this thing is chunky, to say the least. This thing is absolutely chunktastic. This dude is big, beefy, as he should be. Everything about this guy looks menacing. All the spikes, little like yellow details that represents the fact he's like a furnace, constantly letting out energon. He can roll pretty nicely and all that. And you can see the Requiem blaster in the middle too. So that's pretty dang good. Before we get into the accessories, a few minor complaints I have is mainly there's pegs in the back right here to allow the fusion cannon, the arms, and the Requiem blaster and the arms to connect, but there's nothing at the front. So you can kind of see that happening. Yeah, and then it makes it a little fiddly. And I just wish the connection was a little bit more secure. But other than that, there's not that many issues with it. Everything else seems fine. Rolling wheels work as they should. He doesn't look complete though. Let's get some of his accessories. So let's just get all of them. He comes with I don't know what I will do them. 2 sets of flames. These are more prominent in bot mode, but these can also go into tank mode. And his weapons. We'll show you what they do in bot mode, but for now, let's just put everything together for tank mode. Either side, you could plug either weapon here, like so. There you go. Like that. So now everything stores on the side. It's not neat look, it's not perfect, but it's suitable. It's usable. You take these small flames, and what they want you to do is to kind of stick them on the side, because there's a little port here on the back. You can kind of just stick them to the side. That's what they want you to do. However, what I prefer is taking this. Let's put it this side. Just plug it into this hole right here. Same thing with the other one. You plug it in here. You've got 2 slots or 2 ports right here. You take these other flames, which have their own ports, have their own little pegs to work with, and you just do this. You just plug them in, like so, and like so. There you go. There is the tank mode with all the flames. Of course, you have obligatory articulation of the tank barrel. So if we remove just these for now, you can articulate the actual cannon separate like that. If you want to do that, you can of course also just turn the whole tank head around like so. It can go full 360. No, it'll get caught in a few things, but yeah, you could turn it a full 360. You could do that. Of course, this part is indeed blast effect compatible. Because this doesn't get utilized in bot mode, this barrel part at least. So we'll show it off right now. And I can only think of one blast effect or flame effect in this case that would be very suiting. It's very suitable. And let's just get it and plug it. Smack dab in the center, and yep. It kind of adds to the full fire motif he's got rocking. there you go. That's a picture and a half. Just gonna do that. Snap a photo. There we go. And we'll take this off. We'll leave the flame effects on. And we'll pose them a little bit. There we go. And then we'll just keep them right there because we do have a few size comparisons to go through. First one is going to be, I believe her name was Slipstream. I forget her name, but yep. Here we have Starscream. And then we have, last but not least, Armada Megatron, because this is the biggest tank that I have, and Megatronus is very close to that. I'm not transforming Siege. I'm just, nah. I saw what Studio Series 86 Megatron looks like, and I'm like, I want that more than Siege. That's just me, though. Without further ado now, let's just revoke the flames and the weapons. And these ones. And now, without further ado, we shall get to the bot mode. Let's go. And there we have the bot mode, but we're not done yet. We're just going to take this moment to also show off some storage, just some weapon storage. You can kind of see the whole thing with the barrel going on, but just for the sake of weapon storage, if you're curious, you can always plug these here using these 5mm ports and 5mm pegs. But we're not done yet. There's still a few more. You probably saw in the box art that he's got flames for days. Yeah, he's got those for days. So, mind the scratching. We're going to apply those right now, starting with the simpler ones, which are these two smaller flames. That would just go right here. You take these big pegs right there. You just plug them in like so. These are pretty easy on my copy. These flames are a soft rubber plastic. And there you go. Got it for the shoulders, not for the shoulders, for the back all done. Now we needed to do the shoulders, and there's a specific way these go, like that. This is for your left shoulder. Plug it in, like so. There you go. And then you plug it in, like so. There's a peg right here. Same thing on the other shoulder, and now Megatronus is complete. And my god, even without the flames, he looks fantastic. The flames just really add on to it. Look how bulky and menacing this dude is. You can see where Megatron takes from. And you've recognized his little symbol. I believe that is the Forge of Solus Prime. I believe that is the Forge of Solus Prime. The little symbol, at least. Because I remember in lore, she made the Requiem Blaster for this guy. Something about him killing her or whatever. I forget which continuity Hasbro is currently running with, but that's what I remember from Prime. From Transformers Prime. But yeah, no, this dude is chunk-tastic as all hell. Like, this dude literally looks like he came right out of hell. And it's so badass looking. There's not much in terms of hollow space. In fact, there's no hollow space at all. Unless you want to count the screw ports and all that, but who cares? But yeah, no, this dude is solid. This dude is solid. Like, bordering on Commander class type of solid. At least in my opinion, anyways. But that is insane. Oh, well, I guess there's hollow space, but who cares? That is insane, though, how they're able to pull it off with this figure. That's beautiful. Back to these for a little bit. I did say you can combine them. And it's pretty simple. You can kind of see it already. But this is essentially his staff weapon. We're going to take his free arm. We're going to do this. We're going to plug these together. I personally like having this big spike portion at the bottom. So we have it go up through here. We have the machete part go on top. There we go. There we go. Now he's got a staff weapon. He can use this as a comically large fork if he wants to eat some energon. He can just stab people with this hand. I know it's supposed to be the other way around, but I kind of like this little formation a lot better. While we are here, yeah, details. Most of it you saw in bot mode, although the yellows really stand out as bright. Because this dude is supposedly, at least this incarnation, is a living furnace. Has so much energon in his system that it always burns. Always burns. He's always processing it. He always has this menacing, fiery glow to him. But yeah. Love the little face too. Let's start with articulation though. Head, it is on a ball joint. 360. Can look up, can look down a little bit. All that good stuff. You got, adjusting this, you got arm rotation. Even with the barrel over there, it's nice. Because of transformation, you also have a butterfly joint that goes forward and can also allow some back, which is really good for poses with the staff. Elbows can bend above 90. You got a bicep rotation that you saw earlier. And then you have wrist rotation. And because it's a leader class, he has opening fingers. There you go. Same thing on this arm, obviously. These things are articulated as you saw in the transformation. It's got a good waist swivel. Legs kick forward that far. You can move these away as well. And then kick back. Same thing. Go out nearly full splits, but kind of gets in the way a little bit. Although, yeah, that's as much as you can do. You've got knee rotation due to transformation. You have thigh swivel. You have a knee bend of just a little bit over 90. And you've got a beautiful ankle tilt for his big old feet. And due to transformation, some up and down. Yeah, this dude is a menace. He's posable. He's big. He's got presence to him. How do I say that this figure is amazing? How do I say it? All right, and without further ado, let's get the size comparison right away. Because I do want to see just how much this guy scales up. He's pretty big. He's pretty big. Let's get the size comparison. Z, S, yada yada, English. All right, and to start off the size comparison, we're actually going to start with IDW versus Tarn. And yeah, he pulls a lot from him. I believe in IDW lore, he straight up like idolizes not only Megatron, but also this guy. Could be wrong about that. Okay, so for this next set of comparisons, this might get a lot. We're going to start with TF1 Megatron. Yep, that's appropriate. Armada Megatron. Another Megatron. And then another Megatron. Now it's time for the primes. 86 Commander Optimus Prime. IDW Prime. And to end the Optimus Prime marathon, here we have the Galaxy Force Optimus Prime. The Prime, I feel, should have gotten a redo into a Commander class or a Titan class, rather than us getting Star Convoy. As much as Star Convoy is really, really cool, I still would have preferred this. Hopefully in a HasLab. Hopefully. I'm hoping. I'm praying. We're still not done with comparisons, though. We're still not done. Here he is with Sentinel, the biggest, the baddest. Ironic. And finally, here they are for a sort of family reunion photo, even though I'm pretty sure they kind of went to war with each other at some point. I forget which continuity they're running with, but here they are. Here he is with Prima Prime, Solus Prime, and Vector Prime. I don't have the other one that's released yet. I don't think it's even released yet. I have no idea when it's coming out. But yeah. Yeah. That's pretty sick. I think this is like my best collection so far. Like I'm collecting like a little series of the 13. And yeah. I'm all hyped for the rest. I want to see what else they got. All right, everyone, and that is going to be it for today's review on the Age of the Primes Megatronus The Fallen. And I don't really need to describe much when you can see everything in front of you at the screen right now. You've got Galaxy Force Prime clashing with Megatronus himself. Not Megatron, Megatronus. That's nuts. Like, I don't know how to describe the amount of joy when I finally found this figure, and the amount of joy I've had not only messing with it, both on and off camera, but also just having him. He has this guy's level of presence. Like, he stands out, even though he's all like pitch black, dark purple. The bright yellows and the flames really help him stand out. And they really complement and go with what's going on here with this figure. I love it. If you can find this figure, even if you're not trying to collect all the 13 primes, get him. He's worth it. Even though prices are increasing nowadays, he's worth it. He's absolutely worth it. I can't wait till they do a HasLab with this guy, though. I will literally just yell at Hasbro, shut up and take my money right now. I don't normally buy into stuff like that unless I find it's really cool. But if I have one like wish list type of deal, I want this Prime to be done some proper justice, not just an Ultra Magnus or even one of you need upgrade kits to make it work. But yeah, that's all for today's video. Like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTuber garbage jargon. You know we gotta say that. For our videos to get anywhere, let alone make this a job. But hope you all enjoyed as much as I did, both reviewing, transforming, and just having to figure my collection in general. I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you in the next review. Take care. I don't know what the next figure will be. I'll figure that out. Alright, see you guys later.